Hey yo, let's go! First upon release, most OP Brawler in the game. No one's gonna kill me, no one's gonna stop me. I'm gonna be S tier forever. Give me your love, play me every day, ban me, do everything you can and fear me. Wait, what happened? What happened is that Hank fell off very hard. And as much as the big plummet dropped in just a few days, as bad as happened to Hank, this happened to a lot of other brawlers that started out so strong, but now they're even just so underused, underrated, and it seems like they just got forgotten, like in the midst of just memories, ashes in the wind. So today I'm going to be looking at 5 brawlers that started out so strong but had a very big downfall in their career in being in Brawl Stars. Without further ado, let's get started. Also, by the way, stay tuned for Do You Play Like a Masters Part 2. It'll be much better, trust me. So the 5th brawler we have today that fell off really hard is going to be Macy. And to be honest, this one actually really shocked me because Macy used to be such a really strong tank counter with amazing gadget and a super that would basically just lock down the zone, hold choke point, and just get that social distancing with the assassins or tanks that try to get near you. But it really felt like they nerfed her and then everyone just overreacted. It's like she's not even touched. Like, what does she have? Does she have COVID-19? Does she have smallpox? I don't know. It's not like she's infected, but some people just treat her like she's weak just because of a few nerfs. And to be honest, I feel like this may not be really the main cause that people don't play her, but it could be because her heart itself can be very difficult to hit and easy to dodge. And there are other better tank counters such as Clancy, Gale, or any other really strong tank like, I don't know, Buster or Daryl, or someone that has knockback capacity or dash capacity too. Would also be a great counter, such as Mo too. I guess he's another counter. But I just feel like more brawlers are made better for countering tanks, and I feel like at the moment Macy isn't one of them. Even with their hypercharge, she's not even that good, which is pretty sad. So I hope like they rework her soon or that she gets some love. And one of the 4th brawlers that fell off really hard is going to be Brock. Now this one was a little bit of a surprise, and this isn't to say like Brock is such a bad brawler, because he's actually pretty decent comparing to some matchups, but why is it that people don't play him that much anymore? Well, firstly, there are just so many other brawlers that could deal so much damage, far range, and play a better role in being a sniper or marksman than Brock's can. And I feel like the main reason people don't like him is because he lacks like the defensive and the counter capability to counter assassins or any aggressive tank that tries pushing him. The only thing that he has is his rocket laces gadget that lets him jump, and that's basically it. He's basically free kill if you get close to him, and his attacks are pretty easier to dodge compared to like Piper or Manny shots, which are way faster. So I feel like projectile speed is also another reason why people don't play him. But one of the main reasons why he fell off so hard was just because he has such an awful hypercharge. It's just so bad that I don't think I really need to talk about it. Like, do I even need to explain just how bad it is? Like, raining down rockets, you rain down more, they do no damage, they deal nothing, break open walls. The fact that Brock's regular super is actually better than his hypercharge super is actually insanely crazy. I really don't understand what the heck that Supercell was thinking when they were adding such a hypercharge like this. They need to rework it or make it somehow stronger, or I feel like Brock's just gonna stay way at the bottom right now. The 3rd brawler that fell off really hard is going to be Charlie. Now in this case, it's not really like I feel bad for her or like, oh my gosh, surprised, but it's more like a bit of a shock to me too, because like Supercell really went way too hard with the nerfs, to be honest. Like in the beginning, I understand that she was way too OP to begin with, but as like the nerfs began to be implemented in, I feel like she kind of died down a bit and she was more like balanced and more counterable compared to like the absolute menace and troll she was upon like release and pre-release. And then for some reason, Supercell just think that, you know what, that's not enough, let's make her even worse. So they nerfed her attack speed, they nerfed her super range and speed, and even just completely abominated her gadget to the point where it's completely unusable at this point. And yeah, Charlie really isn't picked or seen in any modes just because she's not really the efficient damage dealer to counter tanks and assassins like efficiently compared to other people like Clancy, Gale, or Surge, or other people that can actually deal knockback or put enemies in place. So I really hope that she'll get some love and attention soon, but at this rate I feel like it's unnecessary because, you know, Supercell's gonna be a bit stubborn on the nerves. And the fourth brawler to have fell off very far would be Hank. And the interesting thing about Hank, as y'all know, is that he wasn't really tough for so long. It was only like a few days that he was the best brawler in the game, and instantly Supercell, like with Charlie, went completely all out harsh on him, turning him from the best brawler to the worst brawler, to the point where he's absolutely unplayable, completely counterable, and honestly you would have to be an actual god if you want to get a rank 30 or actually do him Hank Masters Only challenge. I don't know if I would do that, honestly. Yeah. So really the best way just to help with Hank is give him a rework, honestly. Nerfing him wasn't enough. All you just did was completely destroy him and made him unplayable instead of actually making him balance. The last brawler to have fallen off very far from the meta is going to be Squeak. And this one just really makes you feel sad. Like, come on, what happened, man? Squeak was just such a fun and really well brawler that is really excellent for hot zone heists and holding choke points in many important modes such as gem grab or brawl ball. But sometime, even though like he didn't really get like nerfed or anything, he started to fall off. And I feel like the main reason for this is because there were too many like assassins or aggressive brawlers that began to be added to the game, making Squeak very weak against those types of matchups. And the addition of Hypercharge also led to Squeak's downfall. And ironically, even though Squeak got a Hypercharge, it does absolutely nothing. So I feel like Squeak may need a little rework, or maybe a few buffs to like tweak him up a bit. But I feel like he'll still remain a decent brawler, but not at least in the competitive meta right now. So these are one of the top 5 brawlers that used to be one of the best and really strong brawlers like early in the game and like pre-hypercharge or maybe during the hypercharge meta. But then pretty much after the game started shifting more to new abilities, hypercharges, and complete reworks and buffs, these brawlers, I mean, they're just completely like forgotten. So I really hope like every brawler, at least some brawlers, can be played and respected more. Hope you guys stay tuned for part 2 and for 2 Think Like a Master's part 2. See you guys.